And the reason it's particularly important in India, because we've got a lot of fast-growing companies here. We've got multinationals that are expanding rapidly and direct investment here. We've got Indian conglomerates and what used to be formerly family-owned organizations, and we've got large government-linked organizations. All of those organizations are expanding rapidly, either for domestic growth or international growth, and they have a burning need to improve pipeline and ensure that they're growing managers quickly enough to service and staff, their expanding businesses. So in this kind of high growth environment, it's particularly important that they have a structured way to identify and develop the future leaders. And then of course it goes back to the investment question. They're putting a lot of money into these programs, so they must have a reliable way to measure the business impact.
Yeah, so for those fast growing organizations, what I hear you saying is that developing the infrastructure to provide the right support mechanisms in terms of leadership for their employees is just as important as managing financial growth and those types of applications as well.
It really is, because here as well, because this is more of a knowledge-based, service-based, innovation-based kind of economy, it means we rely a lot on human capital in India. In my view, it's critically important that the high-growth Indian companies are making appropriate investments in these intangibles like leadership capability and leadership pipeline if they want to succeed.
Yeah, the economic reality in most organizations today is that they are investing more in their human capital than any of their plant property or equipment as it would have been in the past. So if we're not measuring the value of our human capital and how we're contributing positively to that growth, then we're really doing our shareholders a disservice as a public company or privately owned company. We're doing our management board a disservice if we're not continually reporting on how we are actually impacting that performance, right?
Sure.